How you living, man?
I'm great, man. How about yourself?
Doing good. I don't know if you see I got this joint right here in the background.
Oh, it's funny because so do I. It's a little
You know,
blurry, but that's it.
I see the DJ Harrison, the K Bay, even through the fuzz, I can see that. What else
Yeah,
you got
like
there?
I've got the new Flexico album, Happy Houston, and on Wildfire. Beloved Paradise Jazz by McKinley Dixon, Voodoo,
Hell yeah.
um, Dirty Rice 2
Oh, Dirty
by
Rice is a classic.
Noah and Fan Ray, and of course my own album.
Yo, as you should. The only other one that I got behind me, as you can see, I've got an animated Saul Goodman right here that my son did. But
That's
also,
fire.
thank you. I got the DJ Harrison up there, and then I got one of my two Emmys right over here on my shoulder. So we're just gonna frame that up with you, though.
Of course, you gotta have an Emmy right there. Like that's serious business.
Yo, you're a good person to kind of have on because I was just giving a quick preview for Richmond Music Week, and I was starting to talk about 804 Day and how it's down to 17th Street Market. It's put on by Shaka Records in the city of Richmond. It's a free event. There's going to be like a crap ton of like music vendors and local businesses, but also multiple stages worth of Richmond artists. And you're going to be one of those people. So, yeah, do you kind of want to like, we can start there if you want. Are you excited for 804 Day? Because you performed last year too.
Yes, and honestly, it's an honor to be part of Shaka Records because I don't think that I would have been able to do it twice in a row if I weren't part of that record label. But yeah, I'm really excited, especially because a big performance that I was supposed to have last night got rained out. I was excited about that, but
Where
Mother Nature trumps all.
you want to talk about that a little bit? Where was it supposed to be? What were you doing, man?
It was supposed to be at Scuffletown Park, which is strictly word of mouth, so I can say it here in this moment because you're hearing it directly from me, but I just
Yeah.
posting on social media about it is not what they do, but yeah, it's gonna be a duo set with me and Kelly Strawbridge, which is super, super dope. And
Yeah, no.
we were just gonna have a few guests out there as I do for my live sets, but we're gonna try to do it again somewhere, so I'm not gonna ruin everything for y'all.
Word. Well, I hope you like how I acted like I was asking like I didn't know what was going on.
You did it for
Being
the
the journalist
people.
here. What was it?
You did it for the people.
Yeah. No, I'm totally acting like a journalist. Like I don't know what you had going on or any of that. But yeah,
If anybody knows everything that I've got going on, it's you. But in this case, we just gotta, handle it a different way.
yeah. You know how like Drake has act. It's like it's me and you, but there's no corruption. Um,
Exactly.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, you kind of pop up all over the city. I mean, we were talking about a big event like 804 Day just a minute ago, which is citywide. We're talking multiple thousands of people that are going to be down there this year again. And then we're talking about like a small, intimate performance at a park. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
how do you scale your show or scale your songs to fit a venue?
I really I don't have any like specific way that I do it. It's just about what I want to do. Like it's that simple. Like if I want to do a small duo set, I'll do it regardless of where it's gonna be. Like if it's just the two of us playing music on that stage, that's fine. If I want to have a whole band up there, that's cool too. Like I could have gone either way with either performance, but I chose. I think I did the 804 day one out of familiarity. Like that's what we did last year. So we're gonna run that back again with, of course, different songs and a few different players, a few of the same. But yeah, I don't really have a way that I gauge like by size of venue, how I'm gonna do my performance. It's just, how I'm feeling at the moment of booking said show.
Or I guess I more what I was curious of was like, how did you go from a producer who was doing like beat sets for the most part to, being a producer now who is curating shows that have full bands sometimes? Like, how did you find that transition of, I guess, your stage show, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
as well as your music?
it, it's it was a bold jump, like one that I took off of just pure confidence in myself. It's like, okay, I'm doing something dope just because I think it's dope. Some other people might too, which luckily for me didn't end up being a delusion
Only
because I
because you've done
got a,
it for so long.
yeah, exactly. And I got a lot of dope people to help me with it, which is, a complete honor. Like those people could be doing anything else with their time, whether it's, playing a different gig or twiddling their thumbs at home, but they chose to be on that stage with me. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense to me. Um, so let's talk a little bit about your album up here. I know who I am. It is the best collection of Richmond musicians that I have personally interacted with. You have multiple styles, genres, languages all over this album. I think there's 3 languages, right? Doesn't Doaz do a little French?
Yes, she does.
So I think there's 3
Briefly, but she does it.
what's that?
Briefly, but she does it. So yeah, it's a trilingual album. Let's just call it that.
Trilingual album. You got to put it out. You have it pressed in all languages. Um, but it's a very unique sound for what you had been doing up to that point. Talk to me a little bit about like the creation of this album, and just kind of like why this was such a different turn for you, or kind of where that came from.
It was a different time for me because I hadn't worked outside of my comfort zone like this ever. So hitting up people like Doaz, Angelica Garcia was definitely something new for me. And I feel like I've told this story so many times, like about just the inception of it. I'm trying to find a different angle to approach it. And yeah, I think it's just you have to be really confident in yourself and in the art that you create in order to just basically jump off the edge of that cliff into something that you've never done before. And I learned a lot of things about myself and the community around me through doing that album. Like there were years of fear of doing something that daunting for me. It's like, am I gonna alienate the people that already know what I did? Are the new people really gonna fuck with it as much as I do? And turns out the answer to the first question was no. And the answer to the latter question was yes. So it all worked out for me. Like it feels good to know that what I've got going on in my head translates that well to the world.
Nice. What's it like looking out at a crowd at an Anthem Symbol show, knowing that can you tell the difference in the Anthem Symbol fan, like if they know you from hip hop and like your Gritty City connections and all of that, or if they're like coming around and knowing you now in like your Shako Records, vintage youth kind of era? Can you tell a difference?
You'd be surprised. Sometimes I think I can tell the difference, and that just comes from me needing to stop and like look at people and like being like, oh, this person looks like they feel like don't judge a book by its cover. Cliche because it's true. But yeah, it's like I think that some people have found out about me through Shaka Records, and they're like, "Yo, I think that the What is a super dope album." It's like, oh, that okay, but yeah, just learn to realize, everybody likes something different, and just because somebody looks a certain way doesn't mean that they have a certain taste. So I just I don't assume anything about anybody. If they're standing in front of that stage, I'm just happy to see them there, regardless of how they found out about me, whether it was in the past or in that moment.
Heard. That's dope. I did want to mention there's a sidebar since we're talking about your record. I was just at Plan 9 because Doug from the Auricular had organized Ricky Racky over there to do like an in show.
I
It
was
was
actually over there when they were setting up for that
oh shit.
because I was really scared about something. They made a post about a whole bunch of used records that they got in, and I saw that today. Turns out the post was made yesterday, not today. So I had to I was at the grocery store, so I was like, I need to run in there real quick to make sure they still have this, so I don't push this out another day. And forget this, and they sell the record. They didn't sell the record. I ended up getting it,
What,
so it was good.
what were you looking
It was
for?
Grizzly Bear's second album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which had me in a chokehold all of summer 2009. So 15 years later, I'm glad to finally, not 10, 15 years later, I'm glad to finally have it on vinyl. But yeah, I wish I could have stayed for the Ricky Racky performance, but it is what it is.
Well, you got there early and left early, and I got there late and stayed to the end. So we just missed each other. That's funny.
We absolutely did.
Yeah, well, speaking of Doug, your record was nominated. It made the shortlist for the Newland Music Prize this last year, which, for those who don't know, the Newland Music Prize is this was the third year that they did it, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So for the last 3 years, Doug over at the Auricular, which is a Richmond music publication that does really good journalism work. They have started this prize for the best album in Richmond to come out in a year. So there's like certain qualifications where it has to be like 6 songs or more than like 25 minutes to count as an album. But like 250 people from the Richmond area, music journalists, artists, like everybody that's kind of in the know, has like a little bit of input, and then it kind of gets whittled down, and there's a whole bunch of technicalities that they do a good job with. But 20 albums of all genres, styles, and everything are named to a short list for Richmond's best artists, for best album. Then there's a time for the public to listen to it. It goes to a board. The public can vote on it. It's really dope. And it's been going on for the last 3 years. The champion gets a prize, a cash prize, as well as a trophy and some other things. And Doug's been able to also compensate everybody that's made the short list recently. So the Newland Music Prize is really dope. It's a really cool Richmond honor to kind of be nominated for that. What's it feel like being the first time you step out of your hip hop production and take on more of like a full musical range, and you put that on an album, for that to be nominated for the Newland Music Prize?
It felt great because somebody does something for the first time, they don't usually do it as effectively. Like it may come off forced, or it may just fall on deaf ears. It could alienate people that were a fan of me before, but everybody that I've talked to about it has had something good to say about it. And it wasn't through me being like, so what did you think? Like they came to me on their own. And that was really, really, really special because it was a passion project, and it allowed me to be confident enough to do it again. How many people loved it?
Nice. How were you able to keep keep your own style or your own little sauce flavoring in multiple genres? You know what I mean? Like it's easy to kind of make a style in one, but how did you do multiple things but keep your flavor?
Well, the thing is, I think before it was all my flavor to begin with, just because I've always listened to so many different things, and I've always tried to incorporate some kind of other nuance into my music before. So making that transition wasn't as difficult as it could have been if I was just making like hard boom bap, Griselda, Illmatic 90s in the sewer type shit. Like it was easy to do. because I've always challenged myself.
Hmm. What what was the process like, kind of reaching out to artists um, outside the genre, and was there anybody that surprised you that was like excited to work with you?
It was it was daunting. Like I had heard a lot of these people pretty recently around the time because a lot of them had just released albums at that time. Like a lot of people coming out with music during the pandemic. I would say that because I've told the Doa story so many times, I'm going to pivot. I'm trying to be careful about what, like, talking in circles with people. Like, everybody's like, yeah, we know. I don't want to say it again, but I'm going to speak on Erin Lunsford this time because she easily one of the best voices in the city, like, top three best voices in the city. And like, I would say for the better half of the past decade, I've heard her music, and just I've always wanted to work with her, and I finally reached out. And she was, of course, she was really busy with her solo album at the time and Wildfire stuff. So I sent her just a few to choose from, and I didn't hear back right away. But when I finally did hear back from her, she was like, "Oh my God, I love this," and ended up coming up with Silver Golden Cream. So I'm grateful that happened because I got a chance to work with somebody who I think has one of the best voices in the city.
You're not going to get any argument from me on that one, man. No, she is amazing. Anytime, you know, I get to kind of like watch her sing, it's an experience for sure.
And not unlike all the other people, but she's just like a fully dope person. Like with everything going on socially, politically, she's somebody that's willing to do the right work. And she's always just got a warm disposition when you see her in public, like all around, just a great person. Like I'm glad I made a friend in her through this process.
Shout out to Aaron Lunsford and Aaron and the Wildfire. Um, Another great Richmond artist and band. Yo, you talked about Aaron Lunsford and Silver Golden Cream, the song, which sparked my mind to think about the video that me and you shot at the Camel for Silver Golden Cream. But I wanted to ask you more so about the other video that you had this last year, which was for Pride Like a Pendant. Can you tell me, you know, I don't know if the people at home have seen it. If you haven't seen it, go home and put that into the YouTube and the symbol Pride Like a Pendant and watch the video after this. But please tell me about it because the video is super dope. I act in it, spoiler alert, but you know, tell us about it.
Actually, I like the version in that video more than I like the album version. It's just so lively. And the content of the song is something like so of its time, just finding optimism in bleak times. Being able to up that optimism in this video was beautiful. And it wasn't something that we planned to do. Like, we were all just messing around there musically, and like Mark McCutcheon, shout out Mark McCutcheon, just started playing this new bass line, and Kelly Strawbridge and I looked at each other and were just like, oh, we might need to switch this up at the last minute. So it's like better, more groovy version that you hear in the Hourglass session is something that we came up pretty much last minute because we were just going to do the album version with the horn section added. Like Charles Owens wrote a great horn section for that, and we had Reggie Pace, Sam Koff, and Chet Frierson jump in with us. So that was a great addition to the whole thing. But yeah, I love that video so much. It was a warm feeling with the whole Friendsgiving thing. Honestly, it makes me want to do another Friendsgiving video with a different song this year. Like it was that much fun. Like we weren't musicians, we were just, friends having a good time together. And I hope that that beautiful energy of that video translated and made everybody feel like they were a part of it too when they watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, so go watch that video if you haven't after this interview. It's really dope. Pride Like a Pendant from Anthem Symbol. Yeah, no, you talk about like the Friendsgiving thing, dude. I brought the whole like Costco rotisserie chicken thing.
Oh, I went to Lee's and just got a whole box of chicken because if you're from Richmond, you know how good Lee's is. Like I was just like, yo, if I can't cook something for everybody, I'm bringing the best of Richmond to this. Like we're just doing it, the best of Richmond for the best in Richmond.
For sure. Um, Yo, speaking of the best in Richmond, I did want to plug real quick Richmond Music Week one more time. So for those who don't know, August 2nd through the 11th this year is the second annual Richmond Music Week. And essentially it's HearRVA, it's the auricular, it's multiple music journalists and people that care about the community coming together to just kind of shine a spotlight on what y'all do. So if you want more information, go to richmondmusicweek.com. We're listing every event that we know about that is happening, that is music related during that time span. So there is a calendar that you can get to. If you have an event, you can do the Google form right there and submit, and we will get it posted to the website. But trying to shine a spotlight on everything. We're going to try to be all out in the community that whole week. But Richmond Music Week starting with 804 Day on August 2nd. And then we'll talk about this in a second, but the HearRVA Music Mixer and Fundraisers on the 4th, which is a Sunday, over at Kava Club in the Fan. So that's going to be really dope. And the reason I kind of mentioned that is because we've talked about the Newland Music Prize, and that is what we're going to be fundraising for. But also, Anthem Symbol is going to be the DJ for the event. So, Anthem Symbol, have you already started cooking up what you're thinking about playing?
Yes. I think that I'm gonna be a lot more just free with what I play because I don't know exactly what the demographic is gonna be for this. I don't think that there's any set demographic, so I'm gonna just go in there and do me. I've got some real dope stuff from different genres to play. And honestly, that's all I'm gonna say. You have to come out if you want to really get into it.
Yeah, please. Well, one, if you like it, I'm probably gonna like it. So that's two people at the party that are gonna be good. So you got that. But also, everybody should come out. It's a free event. It's at Kava Club. Like I said, we are taking donations for the Newland Music Prize, so that's gonna be great. All that goes to them.
And please support them because they're doing something dope and unbiased for music in this city. So please come out and support them.
Heck yeah. Also, we're going to have local Richmond music business raffle prizes that people can buy raffle tickets for, and all the raffle ticket money goes to the Newland Music Prize. So it's really just a good time to come out between 1 and 4 on August 4th, that's a Sunday, to just kind of mix it up with vendors that are going to be there that are music related vendors that can kind of help you steer yourself or get acquainted with different music journalists and stuff. We are also, besides Anthem Symbol being the DJ, I didn't even mention the music acts, man. What am I doing? The first act besides Anthem Symbol being the DJ is an amazing singer-songwriter, pop sing, so many different genres, but just a great live performer in Tyler Meacham, who's going to come do an acoustic set. She was also, I think it was the first year she was nominated for the Newland Prize. It was either the first or the
No, it was the second. It was the second because that was when I was on the jury.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know what year, but I do got the vinyl. So this was the record that Tyler Meacham did that was nominated for the Newland Music Prize. Really beautiful record.
It was 2023. Yes.
Okay. Makes sense.
Honestly, I would encourage everybody to check out all 60 of those albums. But Lord knows if they all got that much time. Probably not.
Nah, somebody does, man. Somebody's driving a truck and you know what I mean? Like they could burn through.
Just make a list list of them and go down the list over
Well,
over how much time it takes you, because all of those albums are worth listening
yeah,
to.
I mean, there definitely is a list on
I heard all 60.
newlandmusicprize.com. Um, but Tyler Meacham is performing, and then after Tyler Meacham, we have just another amazing act in Tierra and Andrew, which is more like folk, soul, singer, songwriter, acoustic set that they're gonna do. So
I'm excited about that one because I haven't seen them live yet. That'll be my opportunity.
it's gonna be special, man. I'm really excited to have this group of musicians in that space, knowing that there's going to be music supporters, people that are building music infrastructure within the Richmond scene that are going to be there. So it's just going to be a good space for everybody to kind of mix and mingle. And like I said, it's a free event where we can put all the donations and all the raffle money to the Newland Music Prize to continue to support Richmond musicians, you know? Well, what else do you have going on this summer besides 804 Day? And what's coming up for Ant the Symbol?
Well, to close out Richmond Music Week, I'm not performing.
Yo, I totally forgot. We were supposed to plug a whole second event. You're right.
Yes,
What do you have coming up, Ant?
that's the whole third event if you count 804 Day.
You're right.
I'm all over this week. No, through my company, Vintage Youth, I'm putting on a big hip hop show on hip hop's birthday, August 11th. And last year, as a lot of people know, we did a huge 50th anniversary of hip hop show. And this year, honestly, I just wanted to do something more intimate for the city and bring in like all of the people that I think are, really doing something dope in Richmond hip hop right now. Bring a whole bunch of them in to do what they do best at Richmond RVA Boombox, which is the premier hip hop venue around here. I just wanted to bring it in closer. Like we had such a big open event at the Hippodrome last year. I just want everybody to be able to feel the energy of Richmond hip hop as it is right now.
Yeah.
So the RVA pop out is going to be on August 11th, and it's so many dope people there. Like honestly, I'm scared of missing a name, so I'm not going to name anybody. If you go to my Instagram page, you'll be able to find out who's performing on it. But yeah, I'm not trying to fuck that one up.
Yeah, no, the list of names is incredibly long, and it's everybody's name that you would want to see on that, as far as being like a celebration of Richmond hip hop. So good job curating that. I can't wait to be at that one. So if you're interested in going to that one, I would say go ahead and grab your ticket ahead of time because
Please do. It's gonna fill up quick.
yeah, when you see the names on this list, you're gonna know that like, oh, this person has this big of a fan base, and this
You're like, oh
you're
my
gonna quickly
God,
do the
like
math.
yeah, I think you need to go ahead and buy your ticket now. Like as soon as you get out of here, buy that ticket,
Yeah.
do it. Just it would be for your own good.
So let me recap the 3 Ant events that we got coming up for Richmond Music Week. Okay.
I'm
And
everywhere.
yeah, okay. So yes, one, Ant is everywhere. Don't even worry about GPS. Just look that way. First, August 2nd, you are performing at 804 Day. Do you know what
Correct. 804
stage?
days. Yes, I'm on the Shaco Records stage. 804 days not on 804, so don't make that mistake.
You're right. It's on August 2nd. Okay. Cool. Do you know what time you're approximately going on?
7.
7 o'clock. My man Ant got a prime spot. It is a free event. Pull up. Nicholas F is headlining. And I feel like I'm about to get into the same problem. There's so many names on this list. I don't want to start saying names and then leave people out. But
I will say that 2 of the other performers on the 804 day bill will be on stage with me.
who do you
So they'll be
got?
doing double duty that day. You got to go to find out.
Okay. So isn't it go to shacorecords.com? I think /804 day, or go to the Instagram. That's 804 day. The number's 804, and then DAY.
Yeah.
but yeah, go to that. There's all the information there. But that is a free event on the 2nd. Then, Ant the Symbol, you're DJing for the HearRVA Music Mixer and Fundraiser, which is
Yes.
August 4th, at the Kava Club.
Not only am I everywhere, but each time I pop up during this week, I'm doing something different. I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah. We don't, why would we book the same person, man? You got to have the different salt and the seasonings, a little paprika, a little cumin, you know?
Yeah, I couldn't just be doing the same thing over and over again in the same week. This is not my
No.
city. I don't own this city. That would be very narcissistic of me to even agree to do something like that if I'm just doing the same thing over and over again.
Honestly, I forgot to ask you, so I'll ask you here now that everybody's watching. Are you cool with adding a fourth thing? I need you to break dance at a different show.
Oh, if I dance, I'm gonna break something. So no.
All right, cool. All right, well, I'll schedule somebody else.
Two left feet. Nah, can't do it.
But definitely come out August 4th on Sunday to Kava Club for the music mixer that Ant is DJing at, and all proceeds, donations, not even proceeds, all donations, because it's a free event, and all raffle ticket money goes to the Newland Music Prize. And then to finish it out on August 11th, which is another Sunday, Ant has got the RVA pop out at RVA Boombox going, and you can definitely get your tickets through the RVA Boombox website. You can find it on their Instagram or through Ant's Instagram and all that jazz. You're a busy dude.
Yeah. Trying to stay busy for the rest of the year. Like 2023 was a real good year for me, and I'm trying not to just like fall off the face of the planet or, like be in the cut for a year after that. It's like out of sight, out of mind most of the time. So I'm, just trying to stay busy. But of course, I'll be doing a few more shows for the rest of the year, and working on my next album here and there, which I'm, 33% of the way on.
Okay, that's pretty good. All right, 33%. I'm excited. I'm still enjoying this one, but I would like another Ant album.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking my time on it. I don't want people to like forget about this one that quick. Like I want to let this one, sit with people. So the album won't be coming out this year, so they got plenty of time. So yeah, go out and buy the vinyl. I Know Who I Am. We still got a few. So
yeah, like I said, I saw it at Plan 9 today, so it's probably available at shacorecords.com. But if you don't want to do that, you want to go to a local shop, I know it's at Plan 9.
yeah, it's on Shaco Records website. It's on my website. So feel free.
Word up. Yo, well, thank you for jumping on tonight and just kind of talking about everything that you got coming up for Richmond Music Week and beyond that.
Of course. Like it's always an honor to, just be able to share what I'm doing with the people.
Word, man. Well,
I hate the way like the people sounds like I'm out here, doing this for the people. It sounds stupid to me, and every time I say something like that out of my mouth, it's like, ugh. Like,
all right,
boy, stop it. Just
say what you really want to say.
I'm glad that y'all are listening. However many people are in here right now, however many people watch this video after it's live, like thank you for taking your time to listen to me and Elijah talk about what's going on here right now. Because again, you could have been doing anything else, whether it's something important or just staring at whatever wall is in front of you at your house. You chose to be spending your time with me. I appreciate that.
Yo, well said. I feel like a lot of times when people do interviews and I do interviews, it gets like, you know how like you get like rapper ego and you start just saying shit you heard before on interviews.
Yeah, no, I hate that, man. Like, it makes me just like, it's like, okay, you done ruined your own day. Go on in there and go to bed. Like, you ruined your own day by sounding like a fucking dummy. Like, yeah, I know I'm the best. I'm out here for the people. We outside.
We outside, homies.
Yeah, nah, I'm inside right now. It's raining outside. I'm not outside.
I got
Like, what is we outside even entail? Like, nah, we ain't gonna go into all that
it
right now.
involves too much activity, and I'm tired, bro.
I'm inside.
I'm inside
Hashtag
for
I'm
the night.
inside.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yo, man, thank you again for joining me. I just want to remind everybody one more time, go to richmondmusicweek.com to find out everything. I think there's either almost 100 events that are already listed on that calendar, or there are 100 events so far on that
How am I
calendar.
supposed to go to all of them?
Yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to go to all of them. So
I
go
got
to
a week
Richmond.
to figure out how to clone myself.
Yo, if you figure it out, let me know. But go to richmondmusicweek.com. If you have an event or know an artist that has an event and they don't have it on the calendar, please just go to the website. It's a little Google form. You just boop, 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 boop. There's your information. It's in there. We'll put it on the website so that everybody that goes to Richmond Music Week will be able to access it and see where your event is, what time it starts, who's going to perform, what the theme of the costume is, if that's a thing. I don't know, man. But just put the information in there. It's meant to help. So we're gonna be all over the city doing stuff.
And
We
if you wanna,
appreciate.
and if you for some odd reason forgot where I am, you know what? Just hit me up personally. Hit my inbox. Message me because I ain't doing shit. I got time to answer these messages.
Wait, we just spent the whole interview talking about how much you were doing, and now you're talking about you not doing nothing.
I'm not doing shit for like the next week.
All right,
In
I got you.
7 days, I'm gonna be
Okay.
swamped. But that's because of Richmond Music Week. So before Richmond Music Week, you can easily hit me up because I purposefully am not doing shit before then because once that starts, I can't stop.
See, that's
And
why
that
y'all.
wasn't some rapper ego shit. That was literal. Like, I'm gonna be busy as fuck. I'm gonna be tired as fuck. And I'm gonna just hashtag wish we inside.
Look, that's how I know that me and you are maturing, because you were able to think ahead of your schedule and be like, I know I'm going to need rest, so let me put it in the schedule.
Hell yeah,
That
we old. We old and we inside.
shit, man. No, you're right about that. All right, well, yo, y'all have a good night. I appreciate you tuning in and checking out everything. As Ann said, we don't do slang and slogans over here. We really appreciate you
Yeah,
and your
everything
time.
is sincere. Like, if I say something to you, damn it, I mean it.
Word up.